soul.
Hello, and thank you for joining us in the No Bullshit Zone. I'm your host, Cade Peterson, with Will Rogers here. He's normally behind the camera, but today he'll be having a little discussion. So we also have Jacob Friedhoff behind the camera today. He will be joining us up here in a little bit. Today we are going to talk about the Clinton Foundation and how they continue to receive money from Saudi Arabia. After the numerous reports of human rights violations, the most recent one being the journalist that was killed by the Saudi Arabian government in, I believe it was a Turkish embassy. And also, the myth that the Clinton Foundation is a good charitable organization it just could not be farther from the truth. They stole money from the Haitians after the earthquake in Haiti. Hillary Clinton received money through the Clinton Foundation from Russia when she sold, I believe it was like 85% of American uranium to the Russians shortly after receiving a donation to the Clinton Foundation. So when we talk about the Clinton Foundation, I want to make it clear that we are not talking about a good charitable organization that happens to receive money from the Saudi government. This is a corrupt criminal enterprise, and anyone that wants to claim that it is a reputable charity just does not know the facts. And that is exactly what we're going to talk about today. We are going to show why the Clinton Foundation is more of a criminal enterprise than a charity. And this Clinton corruption has led the House of Representatives to open up an investigation into the Clintons and their foundation. Let's take a look.
Joining me now is Corey Lewandowski, Trump's 2016 campaign manager and co-author of the new book, Trump's Enemies, out next Tuesday, and Antoine Seawright, former senior advisor to the Hillary Clinton campaign in South Carolina and the CEO of Blueprint Strategy. Thank you both for being with me tonight.
Hello, Lisa.
So Antoine, I want to start with you. Hi, Corey. I want to start with you, Antoine. If there's potentially new information here, the Oversight Committee's job is to investigate. Why wouldn't they look into it?
Well, Lisa, this is a prime example why the Republicans lost control of the Congress just a few weeks ago on Tuesday, November.
What I would say in response to that is this is actually a prime example of why the Democrats lost the 2016 presidential election. Because they put up not only no platform, they put up one of the most corrupt candidates in modern history. The Clinton charade is so transparent that even a kid could see through it. Now here I have Trey Peterson, Aiden Peterson, and I'm just going to ask you guys what you think about the Clintons. Trey, how about you go first?
Well, I think the Clintons are pretty corrupt, and I don't think they should ever run for president, and I don't think that Hillary Clinton would be a good first woman president.
What do you think about their foundation? Do you think it's a legit charity?
Absolutely not.
Aiden, your thoughts?
Well, my thoughts on the Clintons are that they should have never run for president, and if they were to become president,
Such as Hillary?
Hillary.
Right, because Bill's already been.
Yeah. Our country would be a lot more corrupt, and we would suffer for 40 years.
All right, sounds good, guys.
Very valid points.
Yeah. So what are your thoughts, Will?
I'm with them. It's a very corrupt foundation, and
And the evidence shows that, for sure.
oh yeah,
And now we're going to, I think, present a little more evidence, so that's what we're going to do. I'd now like to show you a Washington Examiner article about the Clintons and their foundation in Haiti after the major earthquake. We don't know where the money has gone. Raymond Joseph, former ambassador of Haiti. And also, Joseph recalled an event in 2012 when former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton and former President Bill Clinton, the U.S. envoy to Haiti, personally attended the launch of an industrial park that promised to create hundreds of thousands of jobs for Haitians desperate for work. So, while the Clintons were claiming they were raising money to help the Haitian people, they were actually just looking to enrich themselves and their wealthy friends. Anyone that's willing to lie about a charity meant to help people in need and enrich themselves and their wealthy friends is not a good public servant. In fact, that is a kind of evil that I wish did not exist in this world. Now I'd like to go back to the issue of the Clinton Foundation taking money from Saudi Arabia for a moment. Now, Hillary Clinton claims to be a champion of women's rights, but I think to myself, would a true champion of women's rights take money from a regime that really does not allow women to drive? Basically, they have to completely submit to their husbands, and they are stoned. They have to wear very strict clothing. Hillary Clinton is the champion of no one except Hillary Clinton. She does not value anything. She does not value women's rights. The only thing she values is enriching herself and her husband. She could care less about the things she claims to champion. She says those things to get into office because that's where she makes her money. The uranium deal happened while she was Secretary of State. And the Clintons' biggest issue is not their foundation. It's the Clintons in general are just very, very crooked. I think Trump had a pretty good nickname when he said Crooked Hillary. Will?
Yeah, she's very corrupt, and she gets paid to say what they think. So that's my take on it.
Appreciate it. Go ahead and cut, Trey. Okay, so here I have to my left Jacob Friedhoff, and I'd like to get his opinion. I kind of just want to see if you agree with me as far as the Clinton corruption and what I said about how Hillary really has no core principles besides enriching herself and her family.
You know, the Clintons, they're pretty evil. A lot of people can agree with that. I'm very glad she did not win the 2016 presidency. Our country would be in a total different place right now. And I'm glad Trump is doing what he's doing, and let's keep it going.
Do you think the House should continue their investigation?
Oh yeah, definitely. Put Hillary in prison, dude. She's terrible.
What do you think about Trump appointing a special prosecutor?
You know, people are gonna be like, oh, you know, Trump's.
He's going after his opponents.
Right. You know, he can slide underneath the rug and do what he wants because he's president now. But no, you know, he's putting something away behind bars that needs to be there.
Right. So you think the benefits that would come with him appointing a special prosecutor would outweigh the backlash from his critics?
Probably not, but they're just gonna give him trouble with the rest of the media. You know, they just want to make his life hell.
Absolutely. All right. So even though I, and I'm sure I'm not alone in this believe that the Clintons are just at the core evil and corrupt, I think that they may change some hearts and minds if they stop taking money from regimes with values that are the complete opposite of what Hillary claims to believe. So I think that would be a great gesture if they stop taking money from the Saudis. And, you know, there's not really much more to say about the pay-for-play schemes they've had going on. The facts are the facts, and there's really nothing they can say or do to make that look any better. But, you know, maybe they could change some minds if they stop taking money from the Saudis. Thank you for joining us in the No Bullshit Zone, where truth prevails and we flush bullshit down the toilet.
It breaks his heart seeing foreign cars filled with fuel as in ours, and wearing cotton weed and girls. He's got the red, white, blue, brown, hollow, silver plaid tattoo on his left arm, still a little more in the store for a tag in the back of